Peace, love, and happiness.
Wish you that if you can find it.
Yo, tell them about your experience.
My experience with life.
Ayahuasca.
I had 2 experiences with that. Pretty good. Life changing in good ways and in positive ways, and then also in negative ways. If you don't want to open up your third eye and if you don't want to see the future, then don't do ayahuasca. If you don't want to understand why the world is the way it is and why the government runs everything and what is really behind the government and how brainwashed we really can be, then don't do ayahuasca. But the positives about it is you see all that. If you learn to cope with it, then you can learn how to connect with people on a wavelength that's much higher than, hey, how you doing, over a phone. You can look them in the eyes and just have a normal conversation. And nowadays you don't see a lot of that, especially when families go to restaurants or when, any family event. You see everybody looking on their phones, going to schools. Kids have their phones, taking pictures, Snapchatting at the freaking concerts instead of watching it. Snapchatting a moment of your life when you could just be living it. Like right here, we just chilling in the studio right now, enjoying this atmosphere. We got the music notes on the floor, on the walls, so we kick it off. We got Jesus to the right. We got some ill paintings from Dame's father, Mr. Gray. We got satellite over here on this side. Looks pretty.
Yo, what do you think about Edgar Cayce?
I think he's a prophet, a sleeping prophet, as they say. He knows a lot of shit in terms of health, spirituality, well-being, predicting future events. I'm not really sure exactly which ones he predicted, but I know they did come true. He predicted sicknesses that would happen to people and what they can do to cure themselves of it, and he provided the right knowledge from the Most High, God. He believed in Jesus. He's a Christian mystic, actually. Edgar Cayce, he's a pretty cool dude. I read a couple books from him. Wish he was here today to help me figure out what's going on with the music industry, because I want to know what's the future with that, because it seems like we're headed for a downfall in terms of like
creativeness,
pop culture. Not creatively, I feel like there's a lot of creative artists out there, a lot of creative videos, a lot of innovators, but in terms of quality and the substance matter, the subject matter, it's a lot of the same shit. Hip-hop is #1 selling music genre right now, and I remember when rock and roll was back in like the 60s, 70s, 80s especially, Rolling Stones and all that. But I feel like nowadays these kids are like 16, 17 years old talking about popping Xans and I want to kill myself, and unfortunately, rest in peace to Lil Peep, rest in peace to X. Those two dudes, I don't know them personally or musically. I don't really listen to their music, but I've heard through the grapevine of their stories and how depression and confusion led to their downfall on this earth plane. Wish them the best of luck on their travels through the astral planes. Hopefully they reach to a higher place of what some people call heaven, some people call...
So what do you think about the fourth dimension?
What if this was it? What if this was the fourth dimension? We don't really know what dimension we're in. Scientists say we're in the third dimension.
Yeah, but you only see 3D.
No, when you close your eyes and look, with your third eye.
That's what I mean. So tell the viewers like who don't know how to use their, you know, I don't know.
You see this phone right here. You see the apple with the bite, with the bitten mark in it, the forbidden apple. If you close your eyes, you can still picture it. It can be there. Just see it right there. That's a fourth dimensional thought. And even when you say, hey, I'm going to go to the YMCA and run on the treadmill today, that's a fourth dimensional thought because it doesn't exist in what you see, third dimensional. So you're always working on the fourth dimensional plane. And it becomes three-dimensional when if you stay persistent with a thought, you say, I want to expand my knowledge in a certain subject, and you have no background of this subject at all, and you want to learn about it, but you have no motivation to learn about it, but you keep saying, I eventually want to learn about it, learn about it, learn about it. There may be somebody that comes into your life just because you projected that thought. Somebody may come into your life and say, hey, and mention that subject that you're talking about and say one line that leads you to learning the first step of that subject matter, or it may be the ending hypothesis, thesis of that subject matter, like, oh, if you get saved by Jesus Christ, you go to heaven. That's a thesis. And if somebody who wasn't a Christian, somebody on the streets, was to say, who is this Jesus dude? I don't want to read the Bible though. So, whatever, they keep saying that, blah, blah, blah. Then, maybe somebody come up to them that same day. It happened to me, not that specific subject matter, but they'll be starting thinking about in that same day, that subject matter or that same topic of thought would appear in third dimension, no reality. And right now I'm just ranting.
So next question. No, just I'm interested. You know what I mean? I just wanted to know about the fourth dimension, and you just clarified that. But what I want to know is astral projection, and because a lot of people, like our viewers, have a they say like astral projection is fantasy. Is it?
You can use it for fantasy. For example, you can astral project to your desired place of living. If you want to astral project to, say, the Netherlands, and you've never been there before, you can go in your mind, leave your body, your spirit, and be connected with a silver cord. Still be connected to your body, but you'll be living. It ties in with the fourth dimensional thought.
But D, how can our viewers do it? Like that don't really study, they don't care about it.
If they don't care about it, they're not aware of it, they can't do it. Unless there's people that have random sporadic moments where they, for example, people have sleep paralysis. They don't plan to have it. But then there's also people that know how to make it happen more frequently through thought. And there's people who know how to say, okay, I want to dream this. Nikola Tesla, he had a dream. Well, he would be working all night, and then if he couldn't solve a problem, he would say, I'm going to dream the answer. And he was so well molded with thought power and being able to control his thoughts and the desired outcome of his thoughts. He would be able to say something, say he wanted something to happen, or say he wanted the answer to something. He would figure it out in a dream through creative visualization, which is kind of the same thing as astral travel, because you first have to see yourself relaxing in your body. You have to see your body. You have to, like, it's called remote viewing. You can Like, I always see myself in the corner of the room. Like, I watch myself from a panoramic view, kind of bird's eye though. Like, from the left side, every corner room that I go into. It's not working, I'm trying to do a video.
Yeah, just don't work sometimes.